You're watching News24 Live. It's Monday, the 25th of May. We trust you had a good weekend. I'm joined in studio this morning by Sport24 editor Gary Namley and chief writer Rob Howing to recap the weekend's sports action. Gents, good morning.
Morning, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Rob, explain your attire, please.
I know you're supposed to be impartial, aren't you? But you can't resist when Newcastle won their first game in about 11. Vital last day win at home to West Ham. At least we sort of can say that we put destiny in our own hands by not having to rely on a result elsewhere. As it happened, of course, Hull got a pretty gutsy draw against Manchester United, which wouldn't have been enough to save them anyway, regardless of the Newcastle result. But I'm just hugely relieved that Newcastle actually produced a sort of, well, let's call it a half-decent performance. West Ham looked as though they were on holiday, I've got to say, but doesn't matter. All that matters is Newcastle stayed up, avoided the drop. Nice little story at the end. The winning, the second goal, basically, the one that really effectively made sure that we were definitely not going down. Jonas Gutierrez got that goal, and he's been absent from the club for about 18 months or so while he had surgery for prostate cancer. So quite a nice feel-good story to him coming back and scoring a thumping strike to send the Toon Army into raptures and give us a little bit of a feel-good feeling after a very grim, wretched season. So I'm just hugely relieved that Premiership football still remains up in the northeast.
And a rather wretched send-off for Steven Gerrard.
Indeed, terrible Liverpool results seem to implode completely at Stoke. Stoke are not normally the sort of team, I think Garen will testify to that as well, they're not the sort of team that scores thousands of goals at home. They sort of tend to be a 1-1 kind of side. And they got a 6-1 outcome, so very, very decent indeed.
Garen looks like he wants to add something. Yeah.
I don't know much about Stoke, I must be honest. But yeah, 6-1 at in your final game, having lost your last game at Anfield, I think 3-1 to Crystal Palace, certainly not a great way for Liverpool to end the season.